What's up guys, welcome to today's video. Now on this episode we're going to be going all the way to the UK for Forge Action Day, stopping off along the way to a few garages and places to pick up some things. But that being said, we're going to need a little bit of luck on our side because we're going to be doing this 10-hour journey, yeah, you've seen it, with an SR20. So light a candle, say a prayer, and maybe if the SR gods are on our side, we're going to make it to our final destination. Okay, so before we start off, we need to do a little bit of work because the LZ World Tour is creeping up upon us, which is on the 28th and 29th of September. Now, for this, Dave and Adam LZ came up with the, well, slightly ingenious idea, I think, of any one more time is going to be settled with the battle of the IS200s. So you may have seen a few videos ago, we bought two IS200s and some parts of a ride for the car. So before we set off, we're going to hopefully get these all on and everything's going to be sweet. Okay, so what we have here, I wasn't sure the name of this lip kit, but
kit that comes on the Lexus Sports.
So we're turning it into a sporty Lexus. Along with that, we have a company in Ireland called LexiBrake, a handbrake bracket. So obviously we could make this up, but I think this was like 50 euros or something like that. It just saves a lot of time that we can just put this in. It just looks a lot neater as well. And to get more lock out the thing, we have these hub adapters, also from LexiBrake. I think these make the cars go to about 50 degrees of lock, which is, well, more than we need. Again, these are going to be basic drift cars. We're not making anything too much, which is why we've only got springs here.
55mm carbon culture, Josh.
Are they like the go-tos for Lexus?
Oh, they are the go-tos. Look at those.
Obviously, if we were doing this properly, we'd put BC Racing coilovers into the thing, but because these are cheap, cheerful, we're just going to chuck some springs into them for now. Okay, so whilst Craig's cracking on with this, I'm going to take this time to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Car Vertical. Car Vertical provides vehicle history checks in more than 25 countries and gathers and processes data from over 900 data sources. Ooh, looking sporty already. So these reports include photos, a mileage report, and also a damage report. And just for fun, on camera, I'm going to go through our report of the IS200 here. Okay, so as you can see here, the odometer looks good. Financial and legal status needs attention. I'm not sure what that means. And the damage looks good, so it's not been crashed. So the car has not been stolen. The mileage, there's a good report there, so you can see it goes up, so there's nothing dodgy going on there. No issues with damage, natural disasters, wasn't involved in them, which is good. Okay, so let's go try and find the problem. So it actually shows you every year that it went for an MOT and everything that it failed on. Okay, just for fun, let's go to the final one because it did fail its final MOT. Yeah, so here we go. So offside rear outer vehicle structure or chassis has excessive corrosion seriously affecting the strength within 30 centimeter of a body mounting sill. Alright, so let's go see if this is actually correct.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a that's supposed to be metal. Realistically, for what we want for that car, that report came in pretty good for us. Side skirt on, one more bit to the puzzle. Okay, so that one's obviously a pretty clean check, but here's an example of a car that, well, doesn't have such a clean report to it. So, as you can see, mileage good, legal good, title check needs attention. That is pretty much saying that this car has been damaged and it has been written off by the insurance. But you can scroll down and see some more information of it, and you can even see pictures of the damage that has been reported on the car. So when buying a car and using Car Vertical, nobody can hide any hidden damages from you or any hidden history of the car. And also, if you use code DriftGames with your purchase, they're going to give you 20% off your vehicle check, which is exactly what Craig did with a car that he's just about to purchase.
So, mileage looks good. Damage now, not so good. It was actually crashed twice, Josh.
Did you only get told about one of them?
Yeah, very vaguely. And it was a 20 to 30,000 euro repair cost.
So yeah, that's help Craig make his decision on that car. Are you buying that car?
Probably.
So thank you to Car Vertical for sponsoring this video and helping us, not buy lemons of cars. Wow. Okay, so quite a lot has been done outside of that time lapse of what you saw, because we just kind of cracked on because we need to get this done and we need to set off to the UK. So I'm going to talk through what we did. So the hub adapter's in, but the wheels are not straight, and that is because when Craig was ordering the adapters, he didn't realise that you had to have the GS 300 tie rods, not the standard Lexus ones. You didn't read the description.
You know what, the greatest part about this is today that I had nothing to do with ordering them. I was on my whole list. Good job, Josh.
Yeah, I may have ordered them, but we have the springs in. I'm looking forward to seeing the stance on this one.
It's gotta be something else. 55 mil? That's like that.
You know what, 55 is not too bad. Okay, that's as much of a montage as this car deserves, in my opinion. Yeah, I may have made a little bit of a mess in there, but that's okay. So we have the handbrake installed, which is pretty sweet. Even though it does obviously need tracking. Not bad though, not bad at all. You know what, for the amount of power that this car has, I think that is good enough. Right, so I need to go home, pack, and pick this up on the way to the UK.
We got to do 7 or 8 hours now in a car with a harness, and it's very loud. It's very loud, and I'm not sure it's watertight either.
And I asked Adam to get the earliest ferry on Thursday. Didn't realise that'd be 2 AM.
The earliest ferry that he got us for Thursday is Wednesday night, more or less.
Quick stop for some fuel, and obviously essential brake stop. It's not actually that bad. The stripped out interior, on the other hand, not ideal for a road car, I will say.
So, as usual when we go to the UK, we're in a farm. But we're in a farm for a reason, because we're here at DY Engines to see an old friend. An old friend that, if you've been following the Drift Games channel for many years, you'll notice has been missing from the channel for a while. Well, today we're going to be reunited with that old friend who left the channel in a huff. He was fuming when he left the channel, but he's had a little time. He's been kind of at the spa here at DY Engines, and now we're going to be reunited and tell you the story of what happened to it. So let's go. Hello, boys. So we've just been telling the audience here that a couple of months ago, we had someone that was very, I would say, it was troublesome on the channel. He then decided to leave Drift Games and go to England for a while because he was feeling a little under the weather. And now we're going to be reunited with him. And it is Josh's engine from the MX-5. So a lot of you guys know that Josh had an SR20 MX-5. We had pretty much smooth sailing with it the whole way through. It was never an issue.
Never gave any trouble. Never dropped any oil pressure either.
Like, so we fixed every single thing on it. And we went to Dave, who builds the best engines in the world, and we said, Dave, we're getting to a point now where I can't look at another SR20 being built for this stupid car. We built an unbelievable SR20 that worked perfectly. But Dave, it let go in Mondello Park at the first round of IDC. We kept the engine and the gearbox, but we sold the car. And we sent the engine back to Dave, because Dave is the doctor. He's here, and we said,
what, Dr. SR20?
Doctor of SR20. It's a poor. He's always busy though. He's always busy if he's the doctor of SR20s. So the engine's in here, right?
Yeah.
So
can we see?
This is where we're going to get diagnosed on who was at fault, what was at fault, and I'm just going to say it out loud. Probably Josh.
Yeah, Josh broke it.
What do you mean I didn't do anything wrong?
He's the expert, not me. So I'm just saying, Josh broke it. How did Josh break it?
Well, Josh broke it, but you know, in all fairness, this is what really caused the damage.
Oh, tiny little screw.
Yeah, which we found on top of the piston on number 4, which has gone from the inlet manifold and straight down on top of number 4,
caused a misfire because somebody had a little bit of a girly moment, sat it on the limiter.
Just
I want to say a bit of a disclaimer. The misfire happened just before, and then I had the tantrum, which made it misfire more.
Anyway, just a disclaimer on top of a disclaimer is that if you do have a misfire in your SR20, the best thing not to do is drive it out of it with a third gear burnout when you know it's already broken. So Josh, as you know, has got a 180SX, a black one that he's driving daily. You would have saw actually James Dean driving it randomly in Bishop's Court a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I love driving stock cars.
But that's going to be our first big project when we move to our new HQ. And what we wanted to do was get a new S body, which is really slick, but put in the heart of the car that you spent 58 years trying to perfect to drift. So now we've got it back, and Dave, you have basically stripped it down, checked it over, got everything sorted.
So we took it apart. To be fair, the damage was pretty minimal. It's just
You say that now after you make me feel so guilty.
It was pretty minimal, but
There's a but.
There's always
a but.
new set of pistons. We had a fair bit of damage in the chamber, so we've dressed all the chambers, which we got some pictures of. It's had a new set of valves, a new set of pistons. We've just gone through it, health checked it, and it was perfect. So, you know, it was running absolutely fine. But now, hopefully, you don't break it again.
So basically the bolt that was in the throttle body somehow rattled itself off and went into the engine and then rattled around in there. So it's nothing to do with the engine. It was just one of those random things that happens. This is going to be a road car, and we're going to build this over the winter, and I love the fact that it's got the heart of the MX-5 and this engine is still with us.
I think that's the thing that I like the most. It's like carry on. It's like actually, it's like bringing that engine home, because obviously it was a started life in an S body.
And now it's like, well, hey, we're back in an S body. This is exactly where we want to be. Why?
It's gone through some shit in between.
Look, it's had a hazing process where it's gone through a bit of hardship, but
But
now
there is one problem. The knobhead behind the wheel.
I'm going to be behind the wheel though.
yeah, but see, that's the thing.
Alright.
Dave has this engine now ready for us. We are here in the UK, and the plan is to bring this home with us. So now you have a car and an engine, and I think you've got a gearbox as well, Josh, right? You got a 350Z conversion
We
for it.
literally have everything ready to go. We have the 350 box. We're still running the standard diff. I'm not sure if that's going to be a mistake.
No, I think we could probably upgrade that as well. So we might put the rear end of the low-brain car in that car as well, because we could do that and build a really cool car. And we've got a very special body kit from Japan for that car. So the first build we're going to do when we get into the new HQ in October is Josh's 180, but we're just gathering all the parts now. So while we're here in the UK, we said we'd come and check out DY Engines, check out the engine, which is still almost brand new and now brand new again. And it's kind of like the build process is starting, which I'm excited about. I can't wait to see it all come together. So Dave, thank you as always for helping us out. We're breaking lots of stuff, and Dave kind of helps us out every time we do. So we're going to throw this into the van when it comes along with the cars and head on down the road.
Oh, there you are.
It's a good thing the car's not black.
This is a vlog from the dark now. I don't know why I pointed the camera at me. You still can't see anything if it's front ways or back ways. Another day in sunny England.
It's supposed to be on our holidays, Josh. It's very rainy.
Dave just said he wonders how watertight the car
It's
is.
not very watertight. There's holes in the floor, so there's no boot interior. So I'm going to say there's going to be a bit of water in there. Just a little bit of a puddle.
You know what? I was expecting worse, if I'm going to be honest.
It's a proper road trip machine now. Luke Sade's sweets. Practical little cross-country machine. Oh, lost the sweets already.
They're gone forever, forget them.
On our way to Castle Coombe to go check out the circuit, where we're going to be doing a demo this weekend, and the cars are on their way from Ireland as we speak, so we're going to go check it out, and hopefully it's a little drier when we get there.
Right, so the lads have arrived with the Supra, and Wayne is on the way with my car, and I'll say the van's fairly stocked, lads.
There's no race, well loaded.
Yeah, there's definitely no race fuel in there anyways.
Yeah, we didn't bring any fuel. Oh, you bastard.
How many?
Just got some fuel delivered at the track now. What are you doing there, Gray?
Wayne's over us.
Set for the weekend.
I'm all set. Okay, we get chain going here.
So the train's not working good, lads.
Alright, so we are almost set up here in Castle Coombe for the Forge Action Day. And not often does this happen, that we're pitted coincidentally beside our good friends at Sonax. There's Chris. Now, I'm not saying we're taking advantage of Chris being here and cleaning the car because it's just been driving through the rain for 2 days. But I feel Chris, this is a really good time for you to explain the products from Sonax. And like, we just can't do it as good, Josh. We're not as good at explaining it as Chris is, so we can't wash the car ourselves. So we get the expert to do it right beside us. And I mean, it's raining still. It's a good time to wash the car, I think. Is it in the rain?
It is, yeah, because you don't have to dry it, so it's perfect.
Perfect,
I mean,
yeah.
I get wet, but we don't have to dry the car.
But Chris doesn't
Well, we
mind.
can just go inside there or something.
Yeah, we might just go inside. We can watch from in here, actually. It looks, Sonax stuff looks really good from a distance when Chris is doing it.
My area. You've already been here now. Do you want a foam invasion?
That sounds a bit dirty.
Okay, fine. Well, alright. I don't know, I think that's just your mind, to be honest. Cause I'd watch out because it's going to be an invasion. You wanted an invasion, look at that!
Do you reckon we get some white tints for it? Look good, right? White wheels wouldn't suit it.
No, not for me.
Chris, just a quick question while you're doing this. So, say you were watching a video of someone doing this and you weren't doing it, would you get FOMO?
Oh, I thought you were going to film me, son.
Jeez, Josh, you're alright. So we have the car all washed and it looks amazing. Hasn't actually looked this clean in a long time. Thank you, Chris. The car looks amazing when it's all cleaned up. So this is a great car. Does it all. Drifts, show. I've driven it in Japan, the UK and Ireland, and here she is, gleaming, ready for another show. So super happy. Thank you, Chris.
It's alright.
I appreciate it.
No worries.
We'll see you guys in the morning for all the madness from the Forge Action Day when it's hopefully sunnier and daytime. Alright, so it's the morning of Forge Action Day and we are swamped already. We would have filmed earlier on, but it was like a huge queue for the merch tent, so thank you to everybody for the support. We've been absolutely flat out since like 8 o'clock this morning. It's just madness. So now we gotta calm a little. We're meeting everybody up and having fun, but now we gotta put the suits on, go out on the track and shred what is, I think, the fastest track you can drift in the UK. So me and Josh are both a little bit scared, but we'll give it a go as usual. And everything in the briefing was saying the two Irish guys over there, even though you're not Irish.
The funny thing was when they said, has anyone not been here before? And then it was only me and Dave that put up our hands.
Yeah, and they go, you guys are screwed, you're in the wall. And we're like, what? So we're gonna...
No one talks about how they got around well. Everyone only talks about the crashes.
I know, so we don't want to crash, but if it happens, it'll be a good thumbnail. You've already clicked it if it is. But we're going to have some fun. We're going to wind these cars up and finally get to shake the legs off the Supra because there's no limit to how many gears I can pull here, so I'm excited.
I'm also going to address the elephant in the room, which is I have spectacles now. So yeah, my nickname is now Harry Potter. I'm sure I'm going to get something in the comments for a bit. Hopefully we just get used to it and yeah, just carry on as normal. One thing I will say though, my intelligence levels, well, they may not have gone up, but I definitely think they look like they've gone up. I think I look like a bit of a nerd, which from someone that didn't do very well at school is actually a compliment in older age. butted into me.
Who was it, Dave?
I don't know. Was he behind me?
Right behind you, yeah. And he's coming wrong.
Alright, so obviously you guys have seen on the footage that Dave absolutely plowed into me. And I didn't know who did it, and there's probably me giving out stink on the GoPros.
That's on me now, that's on me.
I was gonna say that one's on you.
I'm gonna be straight up and honest with the video of what happened there. So my car wouldn't go to 4th and 5th gear. It would just do 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So then I couldn't do my big link that I wanted to do on the main straight, like the big 5th gear one. So I was really kind of pissed off and bored. So then I went and did a backwards entry up at the chicane, and then I did that, and I was like, wait, what else is there left to do? I was kind of feeling a bit bored. I was like, why would I be in 3rd gear? It's kind of like managing up the straight. Then I saw you ahead of me, so I shot through the whole course to catch up to you. Got you coming through the last corner, and we did this weird crossover manji, which I'm sure you've seen now in the footage. That was absolutely stupid. And then at the very end of it, I came back in formation. I was like, we must look like the coolest SOBs in the world right now. And then as we came up the hill, I was like, all the people standing around Quarry, I'm like, wait till they see this transition onto Josh's door. So I came through the first bit, on your door, perfect. Then a transition, and then Supra just went, oh, by the way, I'm at twice the horsepower. Flew through the smoke, and I just saw you coming, and I locked the front brakes, locked everything on, and then it was just a bump. Now to me it was a bit of a bump, obviously to you it was heavier.
So he came in and said, I only gave you a bit of a bump. It was violent on the inside.
Yeah, and I hit you, and then when I hit you, the car went like this, and I shot straight through the smoke onto the grass into the big airbags at the side of the track and buried over the windscreen in the airbag.
So you went in front ways.
Yeah. I was in the whole way. Like I went in, the airbag was like, I think to like here. And then I drove out and it's fine.
Did you think you absolutely wrote off the car?
I knew everyone was telling me the airbags, like I saw videos that you can get away with it. I didn't go in very fast, I kind of just went in on the grass. But I have to say it was pretty spectacular. I'd imagine from the outside that was carnage. I came in,
From the inside it was absolute carnage. So where's the culprit of the wheel that hit me?
it was definitely this
Oh,
side.
there it is. There's my wheel there. Look at that.
Strom's holding up strong. The Stroms on both cars were stronger than the subframe on Josh's car.
Yeah, so my subframe has absolutely exited. The hub's absolutely exited.
Sorry, Josh. And genuinely, I actually thought it would just be a cool like shot of the two of us drifting. So yeah, drift games, hits, drift games, one car down. Sorry. Hopefully we get fixed. Can we get fixed?
Okay, so it's kind of tradition at this stage to go for a mandatory lap in a drift car, and well, there's only one person I think I'm going to go in with because he's a local here and he's an absolute lunatic of a driver, and he's also probably the fastest person around this track. Ryan, you going to take care of me?
Maybe, hopefully.
I've got the mandatory open face as well. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the way that you were going around and it was terrifying.
No, it should be good, hopefully.
Quick rundown, 2JZ, probably 1,000 horsepower, DY engine, all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
And
Good fun.
Did you put some 315s on?
Yeah.
Come and hold your camera.
course. That was only about half the course. A set of 315's gone like that.
All good for another.
It's still good. Go again. I look like a pillock, but that was incredible. That was absolutely insane. I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't actually think it was that fast down the straight. From the inside it seemed quite controlled, but the outside it seems absolutely terrifying. Okay, so the show is now over.
We came, we got wet, crashed, did some big skids, did some big speed, broke things, as advertised, drift games as usual. And you know what? My outro to this video is I'm driving the car like I'm trying to find the limits. I'm not just trying to do demo runs anymore, so these things happen and I'm pushing it. And the problem is the limits are very scary in this car compared to any other car I've been in. But we had a great time. Everyone here has been so nice. We hung out with all the fans. We did amazing runs and some cool stuff, and like, to be honest, these are the kind of shows that we like because there isn't a competition, so you just get to let loose and do and try things, which is fun. And this is a great event. So if you guys haven't been to a Forge Action Dates, I recommend you go because the cars, the people, the vibes are unmatched. So now it's starting to rain again, which is amazing because we got here in the rain. We had a dry day and now it's raining again. We got 5 hours for me and Josh to argue over who was at fault for the crash. So we're going to see your comments below. Did Josh let off, go too slow? Or did I go too fast?
I was going to say, we're going to let you guys decide.
Well,
me and Dave could argue this all day.
We will argue it all day for 5 hours now, but we want you guys to, did I make too much of a dive and go too fast towards Josh, or did Josh lift off in the corner, slow up on me? We're going to put a poll in. Put a poll? We've never done a poll on YouTube.
We've never done a poll. Can we do a poll?
We'll do a poll. I think we can do a poll. We'll do a poll. You guys let us know. We've had an amazing time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now it's time to get home, so we get repacked and head to Poland for the biggest drift event in the world, and we're going to be behind the scenes, and Connor and Roos are driving their last event, and you know it's going to be exciting. Lucas is going to be on the camera, and we're going to make a movie of it, so stay tuned for that.